needed you to stay here, where I could hail you and guide you. But this infernal musical was going to New York, no matter what I wrote about it. That's what Sid Bernstein said.
But watching the show in previews, you saw the way to guarantee Jessica Cranshaw would never go to Broadway. And as a critic on opening night, you could rush from your seat after the finale without an eyebrow being raised, retrieve a bouquet you'd hidden in the lobby, come straight back down the aisle as the ultimate showstopper.
Yes, and I tried to shoot Carmen and sandbag you the same way I posted closing notices for Jessica and Johnny. An imperfect performance on my part, but one can learn from one's mistakes. Right in the game!
Hey, Daryl. Looks to me like you're out of guns. How far do you think you're going to get from this theater without one?
Good point. Set your own gun down for me.
Whoa.
No!
Fine. Just don't hurt me. Okay, Daryl, I'm going to take Nikki away from you now.
You already have. Take one step, and you're dead. Fine. You're dead.
In situations like this, I always unload the gun in my shoulder holster, and I take all the bullets, I put them in this gun. Mr. Brady, you're under arrest. Come here, Nikki.
God! Could my life get any worse?
When I saw the gun sitting on the trap, I heard opportunity play knocked out. Trying to shut down my show, you son of a bitch! Break a leg! Oh, he did.
You got him up, Harold?
Yeah, we got him. He's fine.
Okay, folks, you're all witnesses to Mr. Brady's confession. I need you to go down to the green room, give a brief statement, and then you only have a few hours before you're on you. Opening night! Lay him off, ready, Sasha?
Mommy, are you alright? Do you need some help?
No. Okay, maybe I can use a little help.
Well, it's like I told you. Just give me a chance and I won't let you down.
Hey, if Robin Hood is a hit Chaffee, I have you to thank. You ever want a vested suit and a nice gabardine, you come to my show. For you, Lieutenant, anything in the store, 10% off.
It's funny, suddenly I'm feeling a flock of butterflies coming out of hibernation in my stomach.
Well, luckily you gotta go chasing those butterflies because there's very little time and a lot of work for you both before the night starts.
Yes, lots of unfinished business to take care of.
Before and after the show?
So, any additional notes, Lieutenant?
Actually, Chris, Nikki and I had a dream of an idea for a new finale for the show.
I'm sure we'll all be singing a different tune if you think we should. Oh, and by the way, bravo, the great detective.
Bravo, the great director.
I didn't have a clue about Daryl Grady.
I had more than one. Took me a while to figure him out.
Well, now that the mystery is solved, is our engagement over?
Well, maybe we could discuss that after the night show. There's this coffee shop where I'm on very good terms with the management.
Oh, Frank, we have a date.
We are excused, Inspector General. Fine, Sasha. Do svidaniya.
Well, another triumph, Lieutenant. See you back at the station.
Nice going, Chaffee. You put life into a show that was dying and now they'll put Grady away for life.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of help, especially from you.
Me?
Yes, you. And your daughter. I told her how much she showed me in that square dance number of hers. She was great.
She was better than great.
Ha! Finally to hear you say it. You had me as flim-flam as everybody else until I saw how really good she was. And then I turned to see the pride on your face as you watched her. You tell everybody it's a business, but I found you out, Carmen. You are the stage mother of all time. You married Sid Bernstein, put up all his affairs in shady deals, just to get your daughter on a Broadway stage. But so no one could accuse her of getting there on your coattails, you always belittle her talent in public, even if she hates you for it.
You can never let her know. I want her to think she got it all on her own.
You're amazing.
But how did knowing that help you catch Grady?
Oh, it did. It just explained why you killed your husband.
What? Grady killed my husband.
No, Grady killed Jessica and Johnny and tried to kill you because he wanted this show closed, which is exactly what your husband was going to do.
Well, then he was killed by someone he was blackmailing.
If that were the case, I think they would have taken his little black book with them. He must have told you he was closing the show.
No, he didn't tell me he was closing the show.
He told Oscar. Why would he tell you? You're his partner.
Because the partnership was over. He had a conniving little ingenue in Sutton Place, and I was out on the street.
So he didn't need you.
He didn't need anybody. Because Grady promised him rave reviews on his next 3 shows if he shut this one down now.
So your husband did tell you he was closing the show?
No!
Then how do you know the terms of a deal he made with Grady minutes before he died if you weren't the last person to see him alive?
He laughed at me! No more shows, no more dreams! That's all I had to take from him. He laughed at me and he lay like we were nothing. And I killed him.
Of course you did.
So, what happens to me now, Lieutenant?
On impulse, you lashed out at your unfaithful, blackmailing husband when he told you your daughter wasn't going to get the chance for which you'd sacrificed everything. A decent lawyer gets you a couple of years on a reduced charge. A great lawyer gets you an all-expense-paid weekend in sunny San Diego. But you'll have to stand trial.
I know.
So, why don't we build up your daughter's part a little bit, add a song or two for Nikki. And maybe I don't solve your part of this mystery till after the show opens on Broadway.
You would do that? You give me that, and I will let you walk me out of the cast party at Sardi's and straight into police headquarters.
I'll have you watch day and night until then.
I understand, but if the show goes to New York, what about you and Nikki?
There's always a spot in the NYPD for a Boston police lieutenant who doesn't mind a cut in rank and pay.
I think you are one of us. There's a special kind of people known as show people.
We live in a world full of dreams. Sometimes we're not too certain what's false and what's real.
But we're seldom in doubt about what we feel.
Oh, Lieutenant, your experience with assault and battery, Bobby needs some first aid. He's a bit wobbly on his feet after being struck on the head by Grady.
Let me take a look at him.
Well, the curtain goes up in a few hours. I'm not sure he'll rise to the occasion.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. Private places, everyone is like smelling salts to any trooper. The sound of the orchestra playing its overture will be pure adrenaline. His legs will be bathed in the warmth of the spotlight. His spirits will be lifted by the hands of an adoring throng whose applause will sustain Bobby through the very last scene of Robin Hood.
You came to us a stranger, rid this place of crime, and gave us a new hope in ourselves.
That's gonna be one tough act to follow.
Well, how's this? Will you be my lawful wedded wife, Miss Nikki? Nancy?
Oh, yes, I will!
Let the spotlight
Thank you.